Bro, did he just say that? Can he say that? Can he say that? Can he even do that? Hang on, I gotta check my notes here. No. We're definitely looking at solo leveling here. Yeah. I don't see anything that says that we cannot be solo leveling. I don't think he can do that. You ever just wake up one day and you're like, my back hurts? And then you get out of bed and you're like, oh wait, it's not just my back. It's also my shoulder. Yeah, that's me right now. I don't know what the hell I was doing when I was sleeping, but Jesus. You know that thing that cats do sometimes when they like sleep on their back with their like body contorted in some random direction? Yeah, I think I slept like that, and now my back hurts. In any case, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more solo leveling. I believe we are back with episode 12. Recap time. Previously, our main boy Jinwoo decided to take on his job change quest. For those of you who don't know, subclass. You know, let's be honest, it's a subclass. He went to get his subclass or perhaps it's maybe like a class change, but usually you don't really get class changes. Usually a job when it comes to RPGs usually indicates like a subclass. Like you have your class still, but you get a quote-unquote job, right? You know, you might be a rogue, but you might have a blacksmith job, for instance, right? So you have like a subclass of being a blacksmith or something. In any case, my point is he took on that quest, and even though, you know, kind of, let's be honest, like, kind of, you know, bullshitted his way through the fight. I mean, let's be honest here, right? It wasn't a fair fight. The knight guy was like being honorable and shit. And what did he do? Take him off guard, took him by surprise, cheap shot, bro. I mean, no honor at all. But, you know, yeah, it is what it is. You know, good guys gotta win. So, meanwhile, Jinwoo, the rookie guy, is also doing something, I'm sure. From what I understood, they are still, or Jinwoo is trying to get Jinwoo, our main boy, to be the guild leader? I'm not sure exactly what they're doing there, but all I do know is that we were left off with our main boy still being in the job change quest because it hadn't ended after the big fight, and now he's got to survive for as long as possible against a bunch of enemies. We'll see what he does, but one thing I will say 100% is that I would never lose my one way of escaping the dungeon, like taking it out of my pocket and then, what do you mean you dropped it, bro? That's the second time already. You've dropped it the second time. Yes, I understand he was taken off guard, but dude. In any case, let's get into episode 12 of solo leveling. Shit, where's my pencil? He's getting his ass beat. I mean, he says that, but like, wasn't the quest to survive, which means it's gonna be an endless wave of monsters. That's just how it is. You gotta find the teleportation stone, man. He really doesn't play many games, does he? I mean, you can keep saying that, but like, your motivational speeches won't do anything against an endless wave of monsters. Again, you can motivate yourself as much as you want. You need a plan here. Ooh, yeah.
兄ちゃんは別名人類最弱兵器なんだ。ああ、E 級ゲートで怪我して入院するくらいだからな。ハンターの中で一番弱いんじゃないか？もういい。これ以上無理はするな。
そう
Nah, I'm not gonna mention that. I thought about mentioning the fact that you can see like some of his wounds, right? Like cuts on his back and stuff. That wouldn't be the case if he was wearing armor. Like we would maybe see the armor getting like destroyed and stuff like that, and that would be cool. I'm just saying, bro. Hologram armor, man. If they don't, I will never let this go. Okay, I will never let this go. God, why can't we just have some cool, badass armor? You know? I've been told that he will get some drip, as the kids would say, later on. But I don't know if any kind of drip will be good enough to, you know, make me forgive the fact that they're doing hologram armors. Because I think cool, badass looking heavy plate armor or some shit, I'm sorry, no amount of modern day drip, quote unquote, can ever beat that. You know, armor is armor. That shit looks so much better than anything else. It's not like he has to wear the armor all the time. He can just equip and unequip his armor and equipments and items by just thinking it. Because we've seen him just, you know, teleport his weapon into his hand all the time without any pause. He did that in the last fight as well, when he was like, oh, you can't take my weapon because only I can, you know, use it, so it automatically teleports back into my inventory. And then he just immediately pulled it out again. Like, he can just think it and it appears in his hand. He should be able to do the same with armor. I'm just saying. Let's get it!
それにしてもこれが本当に俺なの。まるで別人だ。背も伸びたし、画題も良くなってる。強そうじゃん。だけど変わったのは外見だけ。中身は今も弱いまま。結局また死にそうだし。E 級ハンター孫ジヌ。お前は所詮その程度さ。向こう水な身の程知らず。離れ。
He's dead, right? I guess not.
お前を殺すのはお前自身なんです。結局同じ。あの時と。この後どうなったっけ？ウエストがいる。運の実力のうちってやつ。
No way. No way, bro. Did I call it? I'm a fucking god. I applaud myself. I applaud myself. I applaud myself. I'm a fucking god. I'm a fucking god. I called this in the second episode when he was in the fucking hospital. When we saw it the first time. I thought it might be possible. I have not had such a I mean, I've predicted things from early on before, but I don't think I've predicted something this early in my, you know, Vtuba career. Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. I'm a god. I mean, I thought it might be possible. Because the reason I thought about this was because whenever you get teleported, like straight up, just instantly teleported, right? I always think that somehow this could be used to escape a bad situation, right? Because when I think of the power to teleport, right? Like if you asked someone, or if you asked me at least, if you were given a choice, what power would you pick? If I couldn't choose my first two options, which are, well, the first option is kind of complicated. I'm not going to get into that, but the second option is control over time. And then the third option, if I can't pick those two, the first two, my third option is teleportation. Because teleport is like, no matter what situation you get yourself into, you can just teleport out of it. It's all, like, when I think teleportation, I think, oh, I can escape a bad situation. And that's why I immediately thought, when I saw when this happened the first time, when I saw that, that's why I immediately thought, like, if he gets teleported randomly, or not randomly, but like at a specific time, like no matter what, he could use this strategically. Like if he gets captured by someone, put in prison or something like that, like he can, like, yeah, he's gonna be put back to where he was, but you can still do things for a couple of hours in this, you know, other location. Ah, man, I'm a god. I'm a fucking god. Holy. Although, I will say, they didn't set it up well. Because, of course, the one time he's going to die, he just happened to coincidentally forget to do his daily, which he has never forgotten to do before. Right? You see the problem here? I don't like stuff like that. Like, don't have your main character just coincidentally forget this one thing that he never forgets otherwise, just to make use of that now, when it's just coincidentally the perfect time for it to happen, right? Like, it's just badly set up. Like, you could have had him not do the daily on purpose because he had no idea what to expect, right? Survived knowing that, okay, I have to survive 5 more minutes because then I get teleported to the other world. I'll have some time to like rest and stuff. He could have used that strategically, but instead, you know, they turned it into a coincidence that he didn't do his daily, and then coincidence that he just happened to teleport right before he got killed. So a lot of coincidences constantly, right? Instead of making it a sure thing, you make it into a massive coincidence all the time. Man. Oh? Can't remember? Or maybe he can in here. I wonder how old he is. I don't think we've ever learned that. Night Killer. Okay. Okay. I'm glad we're saying this. I'm glad we're getting new items. Would be nice if we could see some armor, new armor as well, but you know, it is what it is, right? Fuck! Yeah, maybe you should have done that before. Let's see. What is the skill, huh? Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it, bro. Whoa, I can't. Hang on. Okay, active skill. 0 MP, by the way. The user can physically manipulate objects without touching them. So you have telekinesis without any MP usage. Who built this game, bro? Also, hang on. The user can physically manipulate. How do you physically manipulate something without touching it? Huh? Translation error? I think you mean mentally manipulate objects without touching them. Telekinesis? Physically manipulate objects without touching them. Maybe it's not telekinesis. Maybe I'm the ability to affect objects. No, that's telekinesis, yeah.
まだ大きいものを動かすことができないか。今準備しておけるのはこんくらいだな。
Okay, before he, before he goes back in, what I would immediately check, okay, I would try to test what I can use this telekinesis on. Can I use it on my weapons? Can I use it on something that is about the size of like a football? You know, like, can I literally telekinesis the knight's heads off? That kind of thing, you know?
運に任せるしかない。
まもなくチェジュ島警戒海域上空に入ります。わかりました。すみません。
Cool outfits, but still, bro. Who makes these? In the modern world, I mean.
使えるじゃないか、ナイトキラー。素手なんかよりよっぽどいい。だが、この違和感は何だ。いくら倒しても手応えがない。レベルアップする気配すらない。それに、魔法使いは何をしている。呪文は唱えているのに魔法攻撃を来ない。襲ってくるのにないの。だって奴らは何を。
This guy, bro, he's such an amateur. I said this last episode, but like, just go for the mages. Ignore the knights, go for the mages. When you know, like, in RPGs, you always go for the healer first. Of course you go for the mages first. Now, you figured this out now? Oh my god. Play more RPGs, bro. You see, that's what I was saying. Can you use telekinesis to, like, just smash someone's head in, you know? Okay. I mean, I think they were all golems, honestly. What the hell happened there? I don't even know. There's just a big hole in his chest now. Okay? You know the best thing about this? It wasn't the fight. It was the fact that his goddamn hoodie is now shredded. Which means he has to change his clothes, right? 100%, right? There's no way he just gets it repaired, right? Analysis complete. Wherever the player goes, the angel of death follows. Uh-oh. Littered with corpses and the stench of blood remains. Uh-oh. That's not good. In addition, the player craves great power and blazed his own trail without relying on others. Its thirst for strength calls forth the ghosts that roam the valley of death. The ghosts summoned by the Shadow Army will follow the player's orders as the Shadow Army and make way only for the player. I feel like that didn't really make sense, but okay. Something about controlling Shadow Army. Necromancer.
待て待て、知能の能力値はほとんど上げてこなかったじゃないか。それがどうして。ネクロマンサーといえば、アンデッド系のモンスターを召喚して刺激する魔法系の職業だ。一方、俺は暗殺系、戦闘スタイルも接近戦。ステータスだって筋力重視で上げてきて、スキルだって。光栄職のネクロマンサーになってしまえば、
No, it won't.
無駄になる。
See, see, he needs to play more RPGs. You can easily make a build with this, okay? You're like an assassin build, right? And then you also get necromancy. You know what that will do? That is almost perfect for your build, actually. Now you'll have an obvious target that people will focus on. While meanwhile, you go invisible, stab him in the back. You have essentially another fighter that will draw their attention. And like, even if they know you're invisible, they won't be able to focus on you and to defend against you while you're invisible. Or not invisible, but like, you know, out of their senses. They will have to be focusing on the summon, right? It's perfect. But this guy, he's just, you know, dude doesn't have any experience playing games. Dude, the game is just, it's telling you, bro, just say yes.
こいつら自身は戦う力がなかった。だが俺にはある。ネクロマンサーが前線で戦ってはいけないということはない。職業もステータスの一つならば、レベルアップとともにスキル同様に強化されるはず。それに応じて亡者の軍とやらが強くなってもおかしくはない。つまり、俺だけがレベルアップするんじゃなくなる。いいだろう。
Bro, did he just say that? Can he say that? Can he say that? Bro, can they do that? Huh? Can he even do that? Hang on, I gotta check my notes here. No. We're definitely looking at solo leveling here. Yeah. I don't see anything that says that we cannot be solo leveling. That's strange. I don't think he can do that. Well, I guess he did. Okay. Bonus points, okay. Oh, you didn't use the instant teleportation stone, okay. More health, Jesus, so many bonus points, oh my god. God, I kind of hoped he would have done some sort of like, you know, magical girl transformation scene where he just transforms out of his fucking hoodie. But, you know, too much to hope for. What was the title? Shadow Monarch or something? Okay, so he can just summon a bunch of them. I guess they did talk about Shadow Army, so I mean... Okay, we have Shadow Extraction. MP0, active Shadow Extraction 30 out of 30. Extracts mana from a body whose life has come to an end and transforms it into a Shadow Soldier. Okay, what's the other one? Gibberish. Hang on. One that lets you hold onto these shadows and summon them whenever you want. Okay, so you can essentially turn someone who has died, or a monster who has died, or maybe a human as well, into one of these shadows, and then store them. Okay? So instead of taking the abilities of all the enemies that he fights, he just takes them. I mean, why not, right?
気をつけた方が良さそう。
Okay, so it depends on the strength of the target and time since death. Okay.
もし A 級や S 級の影が抽出できて、その強さが生きていた時の強さに影響されるのなら。
Wait. No way, bro.
よし。抽出と保管には上限数があるらしいから、歩兵11体を抽出解除。呼び起こして悪かったな。
Okay, at least there's a limit.
凍結のイグリット。
But I thought you said strength of the opponent. And personally, I think any game that allows you to tame or summon a being that is stronger than you is kind of bullshit. But okay. Again, whoever made this game is... They made the game broken. It's a broken game. Literally unplayable. Okay, that's what I was saying. But yeah. What is this, Pal World? What are we playing, Pokemon here? You have multiple tries now? Okay. I guess it had nothing to do with the strength of the monster. It's more like, hey, well, if it's too strong, then you get multiple tries. I mean, if they're even doing this, we already know that he's going to get him, right? I mean...
王の帰りを待っているのか。いつ戻るかもわからない王。騎士団長イグリット、あんたは無人だ。剣で切り伏せることこそ本懐のはず。こんなカビ臭いところでその剣を錆びつかせていいのか。剣を捧げる相手が必要だというなら、俺に仕えろ。いなくなった野郎の椅子なんか守ってないで、目の前にいる俺を守ってくれ。起きろ。
だがね。
It's cool that he still has the hair, or you know, the hair on the helmet. Bestow a name, Larry. Larry the Knight. Oh.
それがお前の名前だ。
その中に我々の想像を超える新たな希望の光となるような力を持つ者が今この瞬間にも生まれているのではないか。
よろしく頼む。
Ah, just getting good. It was just getting good. Well, you know, I have to ask the question of, did him saying all this stuff to the dead body, did that actually affect the result? Or was it just he was like monologuing and, you know, doing the what do they call it, chunibyo stuff to the dead body in front of him, and then he got lucky with the third try? Or did him talking to the dead body, like, did that actually affect the result? Because now maybe it's not about the strength of the opponent, or rather it is in the sense that, you know, someone very strong doesn't want to serve someone weak or weaker than them, and that's why they're not likely to, you know, rise again to serve you who is weaker, right? But if you can somehow convince them, maybe, right? Like, you know, if it's like a very, very, very strong monster, if you can somehow convince them, then maybe they will serve you. Maybe you will succeed in the Pokemon, you know, capturing, or at least increase your chances. He essentially got a Necromancer class, and now he got a bunch of bonus points because he got lucky. He just leveled up his class, I think like twice already, automatically because of all the bonus points. I'm not gonna lie, one of the things that I can't say I like is this Juju Island cutaways, right? So I get that they're trying to like set this up where, you know, these guys are going to this Juju Island, right? But I think it would be better if they focused on one thing at a time, right? We were focusing on Jinwoo going through this job change quest. I think it would have been better if they just straight up, if they just showed Jinwoo, constantly Jinwoo, right? Main character constantly. And then maybe they ended around like 2/3 through. They end the, you know, him getting the necromancer and all the stuff. And then last like third of the episode, you show all the, you know, Juju Island people going to Juju Island, right? Because I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit annoying because I want to learn more and kind of immerse myself with these characters. I want to like learn more about them and see what they're up to. But it's kind of hard when the only thing you get of them is like maybe like a 20-30 second like cutaway from the main action. Maybe like a minute of like talking, and then you just cut back to Jinwoo again. You don't need to do that, right? I feel like it would be just much better, and I would be able to like these characters a lot more if I could get longer scenes with them, if that makes sense. I think there's a little bit of, you know, that's kind of what I feel like the whole show has a problem with. A few problems with direction, I feel like. Whoever like directed this. It's the same thing with the action as well. Like if you just kind of look at it at a glance and you don't really think at all, you just kind of see, you know, a lot of motion and kind of slashes and stuff. Slash. You know, characters moving and things moving a lot on the screen all the time, right? Yeah, you're not gonna care really, but I'm not gonna lie, the fights end up being very, I don't know how to say this, but hard to understand what's going on. Like you kind of understand what's going on, but it's hard to. For instance, did you see that just now? Right there? Yeah? Did you even notice that he jumped off one of the knights? Because I didn't. I just now noticed. He jumps on his shoulder and then jumps off his shoulder, right? This could be shown much better. And I think that's cool. I think that's cool. I think the idea is cool. But I didn't even notice this because the way they animate this is just too fast. Like I don't see what you're doing. Because it's just a bunch of like basically 1 second of quick motion, and I don't see what you're actually doing. I feel like, yeah, like the direction of the camera, right? Like it's just hard to see what's exactly going on. You kind of understand, but you can't really fully see what's going on. It's like me skipping through this episode, right? It's like me going like this. Like if you really look at it, you can kind of tell what's going on, but not really. It's going so fast that it's like hard to see exactly what's going on. I think that's more of a direction problem of like the animation direction or whatever. That's basically my main issue with the fights. They're cool, but like it's just hard to understand what's going on sometimes. I can't wait to see what his necromancy powers are going to. I mean, what is he gonna do with his necromancy powers? If he actually uses those necromancy powers in front of other people, I think people will immediately catch on that he has like multiple powers, like a lot of multiple powers, a lot of many different powers. In any case, I hope you enjoyed episode 12 of Solo Leveling. I can't wait to see more of the coolest, bestest character in the show, Igris. Igris, the cool-looking, badass-looking knight with armor who doesn't have hologram armor. Yeah, I will never let that go, by the way. I shall see you in episode 13. Later.